Hey, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. My personal favorite day of the week. Today, I'm going to press all of your buttons and I'm going to talk about money and cash and intentional thought creations versus default thinking around money. I'm pulling up some uh, intentional thoughts that you can utilize. Okay. So, why is this relevant? First of all, I'm going to say some words and see. I want to inspire you to write down your thoughts around this. Ready? Cash, money, wealth, rich, abundance, prosperity, profit. Oh my God. What came up for you when I said those words? Here's what I want to inspire you about. You and I both have been programmed. We've all been programmed about money and our relationship with money. And as professional business women, CEOs of our own company, however big or small, whether it's you and 5 people or you and 100 people, we must master our thinking around money because if not, and our thinking around abundance, because if not, what happens is we push it away and we push it away unconsciously. And here's what the behavior of those unconscious pressing it away looks like. It's the economy, Mary. I can't make any money. Oh, that person didn't close on the sales call because they said they didn't have the money. Well, I can't afford that. Like, I want to support you in never even uttering that as a thought, let alone words out loud. These are all choices. Now, I'm not disputing the truth and the reality that there are women in other areas of the country, depending on where you're watching this. So please say hello. I can see all of you here. Say hello and a comment below. There are women across the globe that do not have the kind of, if you're watching me, that the kind of opportunity we have. And this is frankly one of the things that really bothers me a little bit. I just want to press you when you're feeling nervous, when you're not wanting to charge as much with, because there's women right now that would kill literally for our opportunity. I want to support you in stepping fully and embodying it and fully and embodying and having as much money as you want, as much cash as you want. The things that you want in life are require abundance, require cash, require overflow, require and look, you not having more money is not a badge of honor. You saying, I don't really care about the money, Mary. What is the message here? I'm a little on fire today. I've had my client calls. I start my Mondays off early with a client calls at 7. What do you think you're saying when you have that moment of like, I don't really care about the money? Take a second right now. I'm going to be challenging you. I'm going to be pressing you, and I'm going to give you some intentional thoughts just in a few minutes. But I want to first support you lovingly with a little kick in the rear end on when we say things that are anything to push money away, and we say them through like a martyrish victim-y type of posture. You are literally not. I'm not worthy of it is one of those. Thanks for sharing that. I'm going to address that. Thank you for commenting on that. When we have these thoughts, we're not benefiting the world. I want to offer to you that wealthy women, we benefit the world. And my point to you is also the comment, like, I'm not worthy of it. So I want to ask, like, why? Why would somebody not be worthy of it? That's old programming. Any moment of I'm not worthy is old programming, my friends. And I want to lovingly encourage you to ask yourself, like, is that even true? So let's just play this out, right? Because I think I've told the story. It's not that I don't understand our need and to talk about and move through and take ownership. I am worthy. right? Here's the bridge, right? First, it's like, I don't know if I'm worthy. And then it's like, well, I believe I think I could be worthy. And then it's like, the mantras of I am worthy, I am worthy. And then I don't even, that's not even a part of my construct of my self identity anymore, needing to say I am worthy because I've moved through it. But there was a time, and I don't share this often, there was a time, gosh, it's going on like 20 plus years ago, that I would lay in my pink bathtub in my 1920s house in Baltimore after being divorced and then in a horrific relationship and a very abusive relationship. I would lay in my bathtub and I would say, I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy. And I had these intentional thoughts so that they started reprogramming my subconscious so that they became beliefs, and they are now such my identity that I don't even have to consciously say I am worthy. I am worthy of charging $25,000. I am worthy of having 2 homes. I don't even think like that anymore. I've used the really crazy analogy, and then I will get to some of this with the money stuff in just a second. But like, I said this the other day to somebody. I was like, are you a drug addict? You don't sit there going, I am not a drug addict. You're just not. It's just part of your identity. The same with worthiness. So there's no reason that you would be unworthy, right? Think about that logically. There's no reason that somebody would be unworthy of abundance. I don't know, whatever your philosophical or religious belief system, like I believe that there's more than enough for everybody. I believe and I know that there's more abundance and cash and food and all the things for everyone. Me having less of something does not guarantee somebody else having more. Sometimes we get this kind of skewed, right? Where it's like, well, if I have all the money, then they're not going to have the money. That's not even reality. That's so not even reality. Some of these things I want you to truly question yourself. Like, is that even logical? Is this reality? Is this truth? When I talk about even debt, let's talk about that. And then I'm going to give you some intentional thinking and some bold action steps today so that you can create a big, bold life in biz. But pause here. Whenever you're listening to this, whenever you're watching this, I want to encourage you to sign up for the upcoming workshop, the 500,000K 5-day free workshop that's going to help bust through some of these things. I'm going to be talking about 3 of the 6 breakthroughs that every single businesswoman needs to master. One is high ticket selling, like being able to charge. One is having systems in place. And one is being able to have a normal conversation because you're in sales, people, but to have a conversation with people to see if they're the right client. So I want to encourage you, go to marybicknell.com/500K workshop, 500K workshop. Sign up for that. It's 5 days. It's good. I'm going to be on fire like I am today because there's no reason that you're not the wealthiest woman. So what comes up? So when I say have boatloads of cash, are you triggered? Does that offend you? Do you feel like, oh God, she's talking about money again? Why does she say cash? Lately, I've been saying cash just to boop, 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 push your button a little bit. Some of you are like, shit, yeah, Mary, I'm loving boatloads of cash. I want you to help me make more boatloads of cash, and I'm helping you. But if you're triggered around concepts around money, profit, abundance, overflow, wealthy, rich, cash, money, any of that, then that is where you need to begin if you want a successful business. We are in business to make money through the service of others. We are serving people. There is a reciprocal exchange. There is a reciprocal exchange. The things that I know that you do as a service provider, as a professional service provider, are valuable. So even if you're like, well, I don't know if they're valuable, I want to ask you, is that true? My friends, this is one of the things I want you to constantly, is this true that it's not valuable? Because I want to offer to you that there's people making 10 times the money that you're making because they believe it's valuable. And they have clients who believe it's valuable. There's no badge of honor racing to the bottom and being the cheapest. Nobody's buying that. So intentional thoughts. Let me pull up my notes for you. I had those and then I got a little distracted a little bit ago. I was with a client and she was so patient because I saw the coyotes and I had to take a quick picture. So let me pull this up. Money. So one of the things too, when we are doing that 500K workshop, I'm going to be giving to you, FYI, so you need to sign up now, the Bold Life Money Map pre-work. This is pre-work to get you guys already starting to think about money. This is to get you already thinking about income. So I'm pulling up so back to marybicknell.com/ let me see if I can put this on the screen right now. Let me just do that really quick so that you can see it so I don't have to keep repeating myself. And if you're listening to this, I'll say it one more time and then I'll be done. marybicknell.com/ 500K, the numerals 500K workshop. Okay, so I'm going to scroll that so y'all can see it and show it. Okay, there you go. So you get the Bold Money Map pre-work, and it's going to walk you through creating your bold life and biz and a money map from that. But back to your intentional thinking. Okay, so here's the thing that we need to contemplate. Our brains, our subconscious, this is not just rote mantras. I am wealthy, I am wealthy, I am wealthy. That doesn't do any good. I'm going to tell you. Because those are not necessarily intentional. And intentional thinking is to support your transformation into a belief. And that belief is a transformation into a self-concept. And the self-concept is just who you are. You don't have to even have that as an intentional thought anymore. So we have this idea, right? And then we want to have an intentional thought that bridges over to a belief. So if you're just like, I'm a millionaire, when people do that, it's just like your brain's like, no, you're not. Your subconscious is like, you're never going to. As opposed to, I have the ability to make $1 million in my business. I am on my way to $1 million. I am on my way to my first $500,000. I can learn the skills to make $500,000. Can you see how that's bridging to that intentional thought is bridging to a belief? Here's the other thing. I just got a little side note because I was thinking about one of my clients and we talked about, she's like, I don't know about being a millionaire. And I was like, what? All of you, there's no reason that you're not going to have millions of dollars except for your thinking around it. So it may not be that you want $1 million a year. Because with $1 million a year business, even if it's just you being the deliverer, you need to have a team. Some people don't want a team. Some people just want to work 3 days, whatever. Let's just say you want to make between $250,000 and $500,000. I can help you. But let's just play that out. Let's say that you want to have your business for the next 10 years. And you're like, Mary, I'm good at 250. Mary, I'm good at 500K. I'm good. I want you to take what you want to earn per year and multiply it by the time that you plan on having your business. So let's say you want to be in your business, just for easy numbers, 10 more years. So if you want to make $300,000 a year for the next 10 years, that means you're going to make $3 million in your business. $3 million. So when you say things like, I don't want to make millions, do you see how you are undermining your whole career path? I'm pausing for dramatic effect. I'm pausing for dramatic effect because I want to help you change your relationship with numbers, with money, with how you're seeing your career, how you're seeing the value, how you're seeing what you want to earn monthly, weekly, daily, yearly, and through your career. Because we have to be intentional around that. My business makes millions. Can you say that? Can you think that? Can you believe that from the perspective of course, you're having a business that's been in business and it's made millions. Can you see the difference between embodying that intentional thinking? I make millions in my business. You can have that thought right now. because the belief of, oh yeah, I plan on having my business 10 years. Oh yeah, I want to make 300 grand a year. Oh yeah, 300 grand a year times 10 years. Yeah, that's millions. Oh my God, my business makes millions. God, I just get so excited for you to have this change in your thinking. Think that through. That's far different. That can be a belief. Do you think that if you show up from the belief that you having your business, whether you want to make $1 million a year or over a 10-year span, make millions, do you think you will show up differently, my friends? Believe with the belief, my business makes millions. Do you think you're going to show up as a different businesswoman than somebody who's like, well, I don't really care about money. I just want to help people. See, there's an old saying, old time school stuff, because I'm so focused on business principles, timeless business principles. And there's a saying, I don't know whether it was Brian Tracy that said it or Zig Ziglar, and it was, nothing happens until somebody sells something. And we are salespeople. We are selling our services. We are selling our product or offer. We're selling people the belief that it's possible. I'm selling you right now, my friends, that it is possible, 1,000% possible for you to make millions in your business, and lovingly say that I make millions in my business. I serve people and they get so much value. I am a businesswoman who makes millions. My business, that is a different construct than, I make, 10 grand a month. If you have a 10 grand a month business, that's $120,000 a year. Over 10 years, that's still 1.2 million. So you're still a millionaire. You're still going to make $1 million. My business allows me to make $1 million. What can I do with it? I want to change your thinking around that. So let me pull up some of those intentional thoughts for you directly and then borrow some of these. I'm going to tell you what a lot of times what I have found with clients is they have a negative or a default thought that kicks up. We're going to be doing some more of this in the 500K workshop, marybignell.com 500K workshop. And this is a ton of the work, you guys, I do with my private clients and in the mastermind. The mastermind, the Big Bold Life and Biz Plan Mastermind, is in pre-enrollment. If you want to know more about that, you need to reach out to me, because as you can see, if you're triggered at all around this, or if you're like, fuck yeah, I want to make millions, like this is the work, friends. You can't expect to make a lot of money if you don't like money, if you shun money. So here, I'm going to read to you. So if you're watching me, hi, I'm looking over at my document here. Here are some of the negative default thoughts that a lot of clients give to me, or a lot of women. And I want to ask you, as I'm reading through some of these, before we get to intentional thinking to help you bridge the gap to your belief so that then you can embody and just be wealth. Here are some of the default thoughts that people have. I'm broke. The economy sucks. No one has money anymore. I can't afford it. Penny for your thoughts. No, it's $1,000 an hour for my thoughts. That's good enough. Rich people are so selfish. Rich people are mean. Rich people, you know what they do? They step on other people. Another day, another dollar. Like, do you ever even, another day, another dollar? No. How about another day, another 10K? Oh, I think I'm going to coin that. Another day, another 10K. Everybody say that in your own head right now. Ready? Let's do it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Every day, another 10K. That feels good. How's that feel? Another day, another 10K. Just write that down. I don't want to forget that. Sometimes cool stuff comes to my brain. So those are some of the things, right? My mother used to say, you think money grows on trees. Oh, the money stuff, like them deadbeats. My mom used to say, if you're in debt, you're a deadbeat. I teach a different perspective on debt and what is debt versus what is an investment. Here's just a side note. Debt to me is simply a choice to pay something off over time. It doesn't necessarily give you a return on investment lifetime value, as opposed to an investment gives you a return. Well, that's another day. We're going to talk more about that in the 500K workshop. Love it. Can't wait. Your mind's going to be blown. All right. But here, let me give you some thoughts and then we'll end, because I could talk about this all day, and I will be talking about this during our workshop. Ready? Borrow these intentional thoughts. Pick one that when you say it, here's the difference between just a rote mantra, blah, 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 I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, and an intentional thought. An intentional thought allows you to think, well, yeah, that feels true. That feels right. It doesn't trigger you to be like, no, that's never going to happen. It feels like, yeah, that I can get on board with that. And then that will help bridge to your belief, which will bridge to you being. Okay. Here's a couple. Ready? Ready, friends? I love this topic. I want so much for you to have all the money that you want. And it's not just for money's sake, it's for who you become on the way to making more money. And to be candid, it's about you, my friends, having the most incredible memories. And not all memories need money. I'm not saying that. I have plenty of free. Thank you for saying that's thumbs up. But I know that there's cool stuff that you want to do with your family. A vacation, a trip, a new home. You want to send your kid to the cool camp, and that requires money. And you deserve it. Okay. So here is one of the, I am worthy of all the money to come to me instantly. So back for the worthy. Millions of dollars and millions of smiles are coming my way. That was like one I had in the very beginning. I love accumulating wealth. It's my divine birthright. Are you a believer in God as the source? That the universe is abundant? That there is a buffet? And you can dive into that buffet and not just get a little teaspoon? So one of the things, some of these are also things that I shared as I was working into my being a wealthy woman, is God is my source. God wants me to experience infinite abundance. That feels so good, even when I say that. God wants me to experience infinite abundance. Praise God. The universe is abundant. Thank you. I enjoy the energy of money. Money provides me everything that I need. Money is available. Money has my back. I respect money. Money is valuable. I always have money. I always have money. I'm making more money every day. I feel so good about money. Thank you, money. Thank you, money. Thank you, money. I am oozing with money. I respect my money and I spend it the way that I want. My income is constantly increasing. I am always connected with God, who is my abundant source for all things financial. I prosper everywhere I turn. I'm a money magnet. Money comes easily and frequently to me. I love money. Thank you, money. Thank you, money, for buying me memories. I am grateful. I could just go on and on and on, you guys. I have dozens and dozens of these for you. So listen to this again and pull one or two or three of them that you can write down every morning. There's so much more we're going to do in the 500K workshop, marybicknell.com/500K workshop. Again, this is about you embodying that there's more than enough in the world. And you know what? The more you have, the more you can lovingly give to people. Isn't that part of this? Isn't this part of this? All right. Enjoy the rest of the day. I'd love for you to share with me what is one of your intentional thoughts around money that you're going to say. Take these bold action steps. Look, you are only one breakthrough away, which today you could have had that breakthrough. And if you had, oh, yay, one breakthrough away from your bold, inevitable success. And that's going to allow you to lead a life uncommon. That's going to allow you to create that big bold life in biz. I can't wait to help you do more of it. Enjoy the day. Happy Monday. Talk to you soon.